It's peculiar, but I feel like an experiment. In fact, it would be impossible to feel more like an experiment than I do. Then, am I the whole experiment? I don't think so. I better start making notes right now. Some instinct tells me these details are going to be important to the historian. Saturday, June 1st. Note. I arrived feeling exactly like an experiment. Around me there is an incredible profusion of the most delightful objects. So many creatures, so many things. Each wondrous object is beautiful and striking. And I see nothing that isn't to my liking.
Second day, Adam time. Note, I'm worried. That new long-haired creature kept hanging around and following me. However, I believe I've hid myself so cleverly, it probably thinks I've left the garden.
I must talk to you.
About what?
Oh, I don't know. I just like to talk. Don't you like to talk?
Not particularly. Go away. Go away!
Please come down. There is something, and I think it's immensely important.
What?
Will you come down?
All right. I think I'm stronger than you.
Oh, I'm sure you are.
Now, what did you want to say?
I wanted to talk about us.
What's us?
That's the name I thought of. It means you and me.
Stay over there. What's so important about us?
I think we've both been here for a great and noble experiment.
Oh, well, that's very generous of you. What makes you think you and I have anything in common?
Well, for one thing, you're the only other animal that can talk.
That's how much you know. So can that flyer right there.
Where?
In that tree.
You mean that parrot? I didn't know parrots could talk.
Well, they can. Why do you call it a parrot?
Because it looks like a parrot.
To me it doesn't. It looks like a loudmouth fat dude.
Nevertheless, it's a parrot.
What makes you so positive?
I just happen to have this talent. The minute I set eyes on an animal, I know what it is. I don't have to think. The right name comes by inspiration. So far, you're the only exception.
What's that?
A horse.
That.
A bull.
That.
Goat.
That.
Elk.
That.
Wolf.
That?
Duck.
You're just guessing.
I'm not guessing. Those are their names because that's what they look like. Yes.
How old are you?
2 days.
Well, you'll never make it to 4.
Oh dear, I've hurt your feelings.
Ridiculous.
Yes, I have. I can tell. I'm so sorry.
Well, don't be, just because you're wrong. Anyway, I can't waste any more time here. I've got to go empty the 4-pronged white squirter.
The what?
The 4-pronged white squirter.
Oh, you mean the cow?
Thank you very much.
Somehow we got off on the wrong foot. I seem to aggravate it. I think it's a reptile. But I do wonder what it's for. I never see it do anything. Nothing seems to interest it, except dressing. It's a man! If it is a man, then it isn't an it, is it? No, that wouldn't be grammatical. It should be nominative, he, dative, him, possessive, hisn. I think that's right. It gets harder and harder to concentrate ever since I met the reptile. But just thinking about him gives me the most distracting sensations. Feelings are tumbling over feelings I do not understand. And I am more than slightly worried that they are getting out of hand. Sometimes they happen in my stomach, sometimes they happen on my skin. What is the name of this condition that I am in? If I'm objective and observant, if I can keep an even keel, I'll be the first to put a name to. For I'm the very first to feel. Tuesday, June 4th. Special note. I believe I finally discovered something that will interest him. It happened when I was trying to bore a hole in one stick with another stick.
What's that?
What does it look like to you?
Pink dust?
Its name is fire.
How did it come?
I made it.
What are those?
Fire coals. Nothing interests him. I am the first to face this problem. I am the first to have this dream. How can I harness his attention? How can I harness his esteem? Am I sufficiently attractive? Should I do something with my hair? Is there some tidbit that will please him? What should I wear? What's the source of this suggestion that I must learn to rock the boat? Is there a name for this condition? Yes, there's a name, and it is hell.
6th day, Adam time. The naming goes recklessly on. I get no chance to name anything myself. The new creature names everything that comes along before I can get in a protest. And it's always on the same pretext, says it looks like the thing. For instance, take the great waterfall, the finest thing in the garden, I think. What does the new creature call it? Niagara Falls. Why? Says it looks like Niagara Falls. Now, that's not a reason. That's just pure waywardness and imbecility. Oh, and another thing, I'm not used to anything coming up so close to me. Makes me feel hampered and somewhat anxious. Cloudy today. Wind in the east. I think we'll have rain. We? Where did I get that word? Well, I don't care about we. I'm going to build me a dry top.
Good morning. What are you doing?
Building a dry top.
You mean a hut? Can I help? Are you hungry?
Give me that. Come on, spit it out. Where did you get that?
From that tree.
You sure it's not from over the hill?
Positive. I don't understand.
Those apples are forbidden.
Why?
Because they're dangerous. If we eat those apples, something terrible will happen.
What?
I don't know.
Maybe we should just go find out.
Stay away from that tree, numbskull.
My name happens to be Eve.
I have no objections.
Kindly use it when you wish to refer to me or when you wish to call me. That's what it's for.
Then it's superfluous.
Superfluous? What a beautiful word. And it's huge. I'm proud of you. Really, I am. Superfluous. I don't think I've ever used it. Where did it come from?
I don't know. I was just sort of sitting here, I was looking at you, and I thought to myself, it looks superfluous.
I'm not an it. I'm a she.
Well, I wish she would go play with the other animals. I wish she would stop talking so much, because me have work to do.
Can't I help?
No, she'd only be superfluous.
I think I felt a drop.
It's starting to rain.
May I come in?
It's crowded.
I don't mind.
I might.
Why do you hate me so much? I'm a very nice person. And I'm interesting. And if you'd only talk to me nicely, I could be twice as interesting.
What are you doing?
Nothing.
Yes, you are. You're raining too.
I'm crying. But don't let it bother you.
Well, it doesn't, but... Well, I don't like to see it. So,
Yes?
so either stop it or go rain somewhere else. All right! All right! Come on in.
I don't want to.
Why not?
Because it'll be too crowded.
I'll make room.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
Adam.
What?
That's the name.
Yes.
I don't think I've ever heard anything so nice. Adam,
What?
what made you pick brown?
Because wood is brown?
But berries are red. We could squeeze the berries against the wood and make it nice and colorful. Not all over, just from here to here. We'll leave a border on top and on bottom, and on that wall, shell it. Have you seen grass in the doorway? Oh, and if you're ready, I need the wallpaper.
Sunday, June 9th. She's filling up the hut with rubbish, like flowers and plants. And not only is it overcrowded, it's loaded with ants. She is definitely too intrusive, a nuisance. And yet, she's an interesting creature. This Eve. She's developing a strange new habit, which doesn't make sense. it?
I know exactly where I'm going to put these.
She's an interesting creature. This Eve. Colors drive her absolutely crazy. The gold of the sun, the purple of the hills, crimson-colored clouds in the sky. When I say this is sentimental hogwash, foolishness, she simply sighs. When I'd rather be alone and resting, then she comes around and invariably starts describing some wonder she's found. She invariably gets my back up, yet invariably I perceive she's an interesting creature. This Eve. Once I saw her standing on a hilltop, head tilted back, the sunlight on her face, gazing at the flight of a bird. Suddenly I saw that she was beautiful, beautiful. Yes, that's the word. There are animals around this garden more soothing than she, but there's nothing in the whole of Eden more pleasant to see. If she'd only learn to keep her mouth shut one minute at a time, why, I believe I could possibly enjoy just watching this curiously interesting creature.
Adam, I just had a wonderful idea.
Is that it?
No, what I thought. Do you like it?
I think it's unbecoming and ridiculous, and I want you to take it off this instant.
I thought it would please you.
Tweet, why would it please me to see you walking around covered with rubbish?
Rubbish? Flowers. Rubbish? These beautiful creatures that catch the smile of God out of the sky and preserve it? Rubbish? Does everything have to be useful to you? Isn't there anything you care about except thumping those melons? We've been given a wonderful world full of secrets and mysteries. There's so much to learn. Oh, Adam, to see everything and to know everything? Why, that might take us weeks. How can you be so narrow?
I have a lot of interests. It may surprise you to learn that only yesterday I invented something brand new.
Well, Adam, what?
Humor.
Humor?
Does that word puzzle you? I thought it might. Well, I'd be happy to explain. Yesterday, I was sitting beside the path that leads to the cornfield, and I happened to notice this yellow plucker.
Chicken.
Okay.
It looks
All right! Have it your way. I happened to notice this chicken. For a while, it moved slowly back and forth, hesitated, and then suddenly it just zipped across the path. And I thought to myself, why did the chicken cross the path? And then I thought, to get to the other side! That is the world's first joke! And I made it up! Don't you see the humor of it? Oh, okay, well, guess you had to be there. And, I'm going there.
Adam, don't you want to hear my wonderful idea?
No.
Oh, Adam!
Well, what is it?
I've been thinking. We're different from anything else on Earth. And our home should be different.
I thought it was.
And today, I had the feeling that the grass around our hut should be different.
Different how?
Shorter.
How could it be shorter unless it was cut? Monday, June 10th. 10th. This relentless pursuit of improvements is making me feel more hampered than ever. What's truly puzzling is the more time we spend together, the closer we get. And the closer we get, the more anxious it makes me. Anyway, there's one bright spot. She's taken up with a snake now. And I am glad because the snake talks. And this allows me some time to rest. Eve is also taken to spending a great deal of time at the pond. I don't know why.
Look at you, look at me. How much more alike could two girls be? Here we stand, sisters and friends. When I speak, you speak too. And when I am silent, so are you. We're such dear, more than dear friends. And my life is far to bear, and I run to see you there. And my heart glows, your face beams, nothing is as awful as it seems. That's the test of two best friends.
Eve fell in the pond yesterday. She damn near strangled. She said it was so cold and uncomfortable in there that she felt sorry for the fish. So, last night she got a lot of them out and brought them inside and put them in my bed to keep warm.
Hello, Adam.
Eve, tonight those fish go back to the pond.
But it's so uncomfortable in there.
Eve, I've been watching them off and on all day, and they don't seem any happier than they were before. They're just quieter.
But it's
I don't want them in my bed. They're clammy.
But
I
Adam.
want you to put them back. You understand me?
Yes, Adam.
All right then.
Where are you going?
Somewhere to be by myself.
Where?
Over the falls.
Not in that leaky tub. Oh, Adam, I wish you wouldn't.
Eve, this has nothing to do with you.
It makes me shudder. It's not
But
safe.
I like it, and I like the plunge.
Please don't. You can't imagine how it frightens me. I can't bear it.
You can't. Well, I can't bear this everlasting complaining. First you complain me going over the falls in a barrel. So, I made a tub. Did that do anything? No! Now you complain about the tub! And if it's not going to be the tub, it'll be something else. Eve, I won't have it. I'm not going to be complained at, I'm not going to be clucked over, and I'm not going to be clung to. I am going to the falls. And after that, I don't know where I'm going, so don't wait for me.
Adam, would you bring me some of those hollyhocks that grow by the falls?
I hate flowers!
On days when he withdrawn, I'm less lonely now because if I should need sympathy, you would never turn your back on me. I have you, these two friends. Wait, don't go away.
There's no one there, Eve.
What? Oh, hello, Kate.
I said there's no one there.
There is so. My friend's in there, and she'll be back.
No, Eve. That's called a reflection. You see, when waves traveling in one medium arrive at another in which their velocity is different, part of their energy is reflected back into the first medium. In this case, the waves are light rays, which appear to come from a literally inverted replica of the luminous source, and it is this image which is then focused on the retina.
I don't believe you.
Well, it's so. See, that's not my brother. It's me.
Then I have nothing. No one. No friend.
What about Adam?
He doesn't even like me. He thinks I'm a numbskull. And I am. So how could he like me? Like you.
Would you really like that?
Oh, yes.
Nothing could be simpler.
How? How?
You know that apple tree on the other side of the hill?
Forbidden fruit.
Oh, who says?
Adam.
My dear, the forbidden fruit in this garden isn't apples, it's chestnuts.
Chestnuts?
Well, not literally. When I say chestnuts, it's a figurative term, meaning old and moldy jokes.
The thing Adam calls humor.
Exactly. That's your forbidden fruit.
Chestnuts. I didn't know that. See how ignorant I am?
Listen closely, let me fill you in about this rich, ripe, round, red, rosy apples they call forbidden fruit. What I'm about to say is confidential, so promise you'll be mute. Because if every creature in the garden knows, they'll come round like hungry buffaloes, and in no time they'll be gone, those precious apples left for you and me. Now in the average apple, you're accustomed to sweet seeds, flesh and corn, but you will find that these are special apples that give you something more. Within each seed you'll find some information you need to speed your education. The seeds in need of creation are here. Why be foolish, my dear? Come with me to that tree.
I don't think Adam was fruit. Maybe they're not forbidden, but I still have fall.
With every sweet and juicy, luscious bite of that forbidden fruit, you'll see your mind expand and your perceptions grow more and more acute. And you can teach him plumbing and philosophy, new techniques for raising pottery, woodcraft, first aid, home economy, madam. Adam will be overjoyed when he becomes aware of your attainment. He'll be with loving pride, and he will say, "Oh, Eve, you're indispensable. Never leave my side." And with your nifty newfound education, you'll relish every conversation while you'll be inspiration this way. Just an apple a day. Wait and see. Come with me to that tree. Now.
Eve! Eve! Isn't that just like her? When I don't want her, she's right underfoot. And when I want her, Eve! It's too bad. I know she'd be interested in my most recent discovery. I don't know how it happened, but I think I'm beginning to see the world not through my eyes, but hers. I see animals and birds and flowers, every color, every shape and size, moss and flowers and a host of wonders gleaming everywhere I aim my eyes. So if ever I'm attacked by boredom, I'll just open up my eyes and see this diversified, curious, fascinating, bountiful, beautiful, beautiful world. I hear chattering and I hear chirping, whistling, murmuring, and honks and snorts. If I simply take the time to listen, I hear music of 1,000 sorts. So if ever I would rest my eyes, my ears would easily describe to me this diversified, curious, fascinating, bountiful, beautiful, beautiful world. Thank you very much for all I see, hear, taste, and touch. Plus every whiff I sniff. Still, it's possible the day may come when momentarily the world wears thin. If I'm weary of the world outside me, I can always take a good look in. you there, Growler? Hey, Lion. Don't do that to the lamb. Stop it, you'll hurt him. What do you think you're doing? Stop it! Stop it! Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
There you are. Oh, Adam!
You did it. I warned you. You ate the apples, didn't you? The forbidden fruit. I told you, don't touch those apples. Something terrible will happen. And now, death has come into the garden. How could you do it? How could you do such a damnable thing?
I didn't do it. I mean, it wasn't the apples.
No? Then what is?
Chestnuts.
Chestnuts? Where did you pick that up?
The snake told me, and he knows everything. In fact, this whole thing is probably your fault.
My fault? I didn't eat any chestnuts.
Not that kind. This kind of chestnut is a joke. Have you been making up jokes, Adam? Tell the truth.
I did think of one, but I didn't say it out loud. I'm standing right here, just before it all happened. And I was thinking about Niagara Falls, and I thought, how wonderful it is to see that vast body of water tumble down there. And then I thought, yes, but it would be more wonderful to see it tumble up.
That's it. That's what did it.
Oh my. Oh my, oh my, why was I born so witty?
We have to leave the garden, don't we?
We broke the rule. I broke the rule. I'm sorry.
Well, you didn't know.
Eve, you know I can't stand to see you wearing that rubbish. Would
No,
you please
Adam,
just
no,
take it off?
stop it. Stop it.
God, you're behaving like an idiot. If you want to make a silly spectacle of yourself, go right ahead. I know what I'm going to do. I haven't eaten all day.
Would you like an apple?
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's one of those.
They're not forbidden.
I know, but somehow it still goes against my principles. It is a fine-looking specimen, isn't it? Considering the lateness of the season and all. I guess principles have no real force unless you're well fed. Turn your back! Don't you have any modesty at all?
Sorry. Adam,
What?
it looks like rain.
I know. Come on. We'll have to build a new shelter Eve calls this place Tonawanda. You know, it looks like Tonawanda. I can see that she's a good deal of a companion. I also know that I'll be very sad and lonesome without her, now that I lost my property.
Did you like the baked apple?
Very tasty.
I like to try new things.
I remember when you invented fire. Never thought it would be practical.
That reminds me. How's the multiplication table coming?
I don't know. I get as far as 5 times 9 is 27, and the whole thing goes to pieces.
You'll get it, dear.
Well, I am tired. believe... Is it my imagination or, have you been putting on weight? I just got back from a hunting trip up north. I found that Eve had caught some new kind of animal. Now I could swear that it's a fish, though it resembles us in every way but size. She gives it milk, and every night she picks it up and pats it when it cries. I always knew she pretty fish, but it's ridiculous to make them household pets. She says it's not a fish. I say it is a fish, because it surrounds itself with water almost every chance it gets. Why won't you let me put it in the pond?
I told you it's not a fish.
How will we ever know if we don't experiment?
I don't care what it is. You stay away from it.
You're standing in the way of science! It's not a fish. Fish never scream. And this one does, though on occasion it says boo. Its legs are long. Its arms are short. So I suspect that it's a kind of kangaroo. And since it came, I pity Eve. She's gotten madder by the minute, and it shows. Last night I said to her that I would much prefer to have it stuffed for my collection, and she punched me in the nose. It's growing teeth, and it can bite, and I'm convinced that what we have here is a bear. I'm really sick, but Eve is not. She burnt the muzzle that I made for it to wear. I've searched the woods, I've baited traps, and yet I couldn't find its sister or its brother. And though I've hunted far and wide, while Eve has hardly stepped outside, I'll be damned if she didn't catch another.
They are boys. We found that out long ago. It was their coming in that small, immature shape that puzzled us. Hey, Abel! Keep out of my garden! You'll ruin the flowers! The old garden. That seems like a dream to me. It was beautiful. Fantastically beautiful. But still a dream. Making supper for 3 hungry males is not a dream.
They're nearly as big as I am now. Abel is a good boy, but if Cain had stayed a bear, it would have improved him. I never know what's coming next. A fire started for spite. A creature killed without sense or reason. I had become to depend on Eve more than I would have ever imagined possible. I used to think she talked too much. Well, now I'd be sad to hear that voice fall silent out of my life.
Sometime back, my boys were fighting, and Cain struck Abel and ran away. Now Cain is gone, and Abel die together.
That's a subject
Wait. If one of us must go first, my prayer is that I'm the one.
I don't want to talk.
You're strong and I'm weak. It's more necessary to me than I am to you.
That's not true.
Yes, it's true. It's always been true.
Listen. Why do I always wear brown suspenders?
That's my favorite.
Oh, forgot.
Life without him would not be life. I don't think I could endure it. But if I ask myself why I love him, I find I don't know. It's not on account of his gracious and considerate ways. He's a bit flawed in those respects. I love certain animals for their dignity and certain birds for their song. But Adam makes me love him. It's not his singing. I've heard his singing. It sours the milk. Yet it's gotten to the point where I prefer that kind of milk. What makes me love him? It's not his learning. He's learned so slowly. His whole life long, and though he really knows a multitude of things, they're mostly wrong. He is a good man, though far from perfect, and on occasion he views me ill. And though he's handsome, I know inside me, were he a plain man, I'd love him still. What makes me love him is quite beyond me. It must be something I can't define, unless it's merely that he's masculine, and that he's mine.
Eve died today. I knew she would. Of course. At least your prayer was answered. She went first. Now that she's gone, I realized something I never realized before. I used to think it was a terrible tragedy when Eve and I had to leave the garden. Now I know that wheresoever she was, there was Eden. Now I have to water her flowers. She loved them, you know.